My name is Gabriella Herrmann, and I am the owner of Herrmann's Royal Lipizzan Stallions. We are up here in New England this summer for our 2013 tour, and we are at the Middleborough 4-H grounds having shows this weekend. These horses have been in my family for over 300 years. They've been handed down for generations, and always somebody has had the interest to carry on the tradition of showing these stallions. The Lipizzan is born black or dark brown. It takes 7 to 10 years for them to go through a color change. They don't mature out till they're 7 years old, but have a longer lifespan than most horses. They live 38 to 40 years of age. We raise our horses, we train our horses, we tour them, and when it's time to retire them, they let us know that it's time to retire. They go back to the farm, and there they stay till the end of their days. They give us their youth, so it's our responsibility to take care of them in their golden years.
And it is now showtime. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and sing with us our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce the head of this historic family and your host for today's expedition, Ms. Gabriella Herrmann.
Thank you. Good evening. We are delighted that you've come to watch this evening's performance of the Herrmann's Royal Lipizzan Stallions. As we gather for this occasion, we're also here to remember a great horseman and a man of history, our family patriarch, Colonel Herrmann. Honoring his wishes, the family continues with the legacy of showing these beautiful white stallions. But before we begin, I would like to answer a question that most of you will ask at the end. You're going to notice that this is an all-women's team. And the reason is genetics. The Herrmann family had mostly girls. There were 2 boys, but they didn't have the calling. But when our apprentices come in, 90% of them are girls. We do have our spouses that help us move and set up, but prefer not to be in front of the audience. I'd also like to say thank you to the Middleborough 4-H for hosting this event. They did a great job. Give them a nice hand. What you're about to witness is history, living art and poetry in motion. The Herrmann family takes great pride in preserving these arts and traditions that have been handed down to my family for generations. 300 years ago, one of my ancestors, Knight Ritter von Schobel, was gifted a Lipizzan by the Habsburg Emperor Ferdinand II to lead his armies into battle. In 1962, the Herrmann family brought their Lipizzaners to the United States. The reception from the American people was overwhelming on our tours across the country, but the family wasn't happy with the touring conditions. The promoters pushed the horses too hard and made them work on concrete floors. This is not what the family had in mind. So when the contracts were up and the obligations were fulfilled, the family decided to try it on their own. They brought the horses to smaller venues so that you, the audience, could see them up close. For the past 40 years, the Herrmann family has upheld the European standards of training in this country. We performed at the Madison Square Garden in New York, to Boston, Philadelphia, all the way to the Cow Palace in San Francisco. And this evening, ladies and gentlemen, our Stallions perform for you. But before we begin, we always open with an invocation. Our Father, as we are gathered here, may we all be conscious of the freedoms that have been endowed upon us. How wonderful to come together without being guarded or confined in our activities. We, as citizens of a free nation, have freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, freedom of the press, and freedom of our religious belief. May we be humble in the privileges that are ours. May we guide our youth in the steps that will make us a proud nation. We ask your blessings upon these fine animals and riders that are here to give us happiness this day. We ask that all who are here with us will return to their homes safely and will join with us in thanking our Supreme Maker for the blessings he has bestowed upon us. Guide us all in the path of righteousness. Amen. Yes, we have the Vienna Boys Choir in the background. Now, I will ask you, please make sure that the children don't come under the rails because it will spook the stallions. And we want everybody to have... Mayaka's already looking. Hello. And now, a few words from the late Colonel Herrmann.
Ladies and gentlemen, we open up now an old European style. In the dressage, dismounted in Austria, auf der Reitschule, wir callen die Dressur am langen Ziegen. In Amerika, die Dressage dismounted. Lipizzan Stallion #1 is Yuri Ichigano, followed by Chodrash Napolitano. Young Stallion Pasha Pavolina of Napoleon Bonaparte. Give him a nice hand. Thank you very much. Jorash. At Jorash. Don't kick the trainer. Hospital bills are very expensive.
Yep, they're coming.
Dressage.
She's showing the fancy
What
footwork.
means dressage and what is it? Dressage, what we present you, is one of the oldest entertainment in history. Dressage means control over the horse, control over das Pferd. Dressage, what you witness right now, was not more than 2,000 years. Xenophon agreed. Hundreds of years later, dressage was changed by the great French trainer Culinel. For the Olympic, the dressage in the long line was changed after World War II. It occurred in 1954. So this is the old-time original dressage. The movement of the stallions are all natural. Junction, Volti, Fioretz, Capriduri, Ramzari, Grupali, Levade, that belongs to the horse world. Tramia, Shooter Lips, English, you call it U-Trump, or the double trump. Forest.
They're telling them to do the same thing at the same time.
Other ones go?
They're coming.
I don't want to go.
They're waiting. Look at the, watch this now. Now she's gonna lead them with that. Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
That's how they teach them to do the fancy footwork.
I'm wondering why.
They're gonna go, but more are gonna come in.
Okay.
And those were our youngsters starting out. Now, Maya, that last stallion that went out, if you watch their body language and his ears, he was looking to run. They've had a very nice rest here, and with the weather changing warm to cool yesterday, the boys are feeling mighty good. The next stallions at the end of the arena will present the mirror. Make them welcome.
How many horses are coming in? They come out at different times.
Amy, to my right, is mounted on Duke. one of our older stallions. Haley is mounted on Aragorn, one of our younger boys. This is his first year under saddle in front of the audience. We try to pair the older stallion with a younger stallion so that he will learn from that older horse. Lipizzans are born black or dark brown. It takes 7 to 10 years for them to go through a color change. They don't mature out till they're 7 years old, but they have a longer lifespan than most horses. They can live to be 38 to 40 years of age. We raise our horses, we train them, we tour them, and when it's time for them to retire, they let us know. Then they go back to the farm, and there they will stay till the end of their days. They give us their youth, so it's our responsibility to take care of them in their golden years.
And a salute to the audience. Leading the arena is Haley on Aragorn and Amy on Duke. The next two stallions to enter the arena will present Tandem, which defines the true solitary nature of stallions. This is also the young lead stallion's first year performing in the lines with a partner. When he enters the arena, notice his clear body language showing excitement and astonishment that illustrates the expression chomping at the bit. Stallions are natural-born fighters. It is their instinct to battle for dominance. In the wild, they have been known to fight to the death. The training of these next two stallions, using patience and kindness, allows them to work so closely together. Please welcome Gabriella Herrmann and her Tandem team.
Hello. It doesn't want me to move. Now that young stallion that you saw on the front, that is our youngest performing stallion. He is an 8-year-old stallion, and this is his first year out on tour. Now when the handlers take the horses, you're also going to notice that they give them a treat, and that is a sugar cube. We train our horses on the reward system. In the system, there are 3 rewards. The first being treats. Carrots, apples, sugar, any kind of horse treat. The second is praise. Lots and lots of praise. As we come around, you'll hear us speaking to the stallions, which in a competitive arena is not allowed. The third is you, the audience, with your applause. These horses are true performers, and they enjoy the applause. They know that they're making you happy. Now, giving them that much sugar, the audience will also ask, is it bad for their teeth? Yes, it's bad for their teeth. During the week when we train, they get carrots and apples. As they come around, you're also going to notice that they develop a froth in their mouth. This is a good thing. But if they were to get the carrots, the froth would turn red. And you, the audience, would think they're bleeding. That's when they get all the sugar at showtime. The next 2 stallions to enter the arena will be a dance of 2. Make them welcome. Rosa Bravo, here comes Italy with Maximus. Rosa Bravo unit. Now, another thing that you're going to notice when you come into our stable area is that some of our old stallions carry a brand, and our younger ones don't. Traditionally, the Lipizzan is one of the heaviest branded horses. He will have an L on his cheek, his mother and his father's bloodlines on his back under the saddle pad. Then on the opposite side, they'll have a registration number, and then on his hip or flank, he will carry a crown with a P or an H. Our stallions carry the crown with the H, which are the Habsburg stallions, and that is our registered brand here in the U.S. The European stallions will have a crown with a P, which are the fever stallions. Now, it's very traditional that they carry all these brands, but then there are some traditions that are better left alone. Me personally, I don't believe in putting the hot irons on the horses. So with today's new technology, we've got the microchip. These horses are all chipped, and on that chip is his pedigree, his ownership, and his medical records. A veterinarian can go over them right now with a wand to see what their vital signs are doing. So the older boys still have a brand, but our younger ones no longer do.
The air above the ground. The lavage. The stallion will lift himself up to a 45-degree angle, holding this maneuver for several seconds. This was to elevate the general so he could oversee the battlefields. The stallions will also demonstrate the corvette. The corvette was used to clear the lines of enemy foot soldiers. Please make our war horses feel welcome.
They're having a good time out here. We're all having a good time. Isn't it a beautiful evening? After yesterday, this is a wonderful evening. The next Stallions to enter the arena will present a dance of three.
The airs above the ground, war maneuvers, war horses. These maneuvers were used on the battlefield before gunpowder was created. The stallions themselves were the weapons. The officers lifted the stallions into the air where they would strike out with a lethal kick from behind. Please make our war horses welcome.
areno, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to present the Capriole Mountain. The Herrmann family took great pride in having the most mountain air horses in the arena. And today we are reviving that tradition. Please welcome Alexis and Apollo.
In the rise of the sons of Arius, there was an age undreamed of. Let me tell you of the days of high adventure.
We're actually telling these horses that it's okay to kick us, which is absolutely not allowed under the horse world. So don't try this at home. That brings us to the first half of our performance. We are now going to take a short break. The concession stands are open. The souvenir stand is open. So eat, shop, and we will be back in a few. Thank you. Second half of our performance. Now during our intermission, I've had several questions. The first question we had was, what do we do with our mares, the girls? Well, the mares are just as talented as the stallions. They can do all the same things. We only use our mares in our breeding program. In their lifetime, they will give us 4 babies, and then we retire them. But the talent is the same. The reason we don't train our mares to go on tour is because of our traveling conditions. We can't have the boys and the girls together. That's the only reason. But they can do all the same things. The other thing that most of you have noticed is that these ladies are riding with no stirrups. That is a preference to the rider that has nothing to do with the horse. But it does build up their leg muscles, and it does tighten their seat, but it has nothing to do with the horses. I'm watching you on cars back there. Hello. Haley. No. Hello. Good job. Hang on. Let go. Let go. Don't hang on when he's running. Are you all right? Yeah, watch Antares now. Antares is wired now. Give Antares room. Take him over there. Take Antares over there. Amy, go over there with Antares. Go over there with him. Just walk him around. Are you okay, Haley? Haley, are you all right? I'm good. It all goes with it. Okay, kids, you guys are going to have to wait just a minute. And on that note, I was going to say the girls are going to kick it up a couple notches, but they kicked it up back there. They decided to bring it into the 21st century, so they're going to do a quick routine. So make these ladies welcome.
Beneath the trees, there is a few more brown, where goes on the final, and you can't keep a good girl down. Back up, kids, back up. Looking for a good time, gonna make that, shake that money on a dime. Don't be a sugar daddy, shake your work just fine. Up on the table, should we dance along? Baby, now just come tonight. Oh, no.
Just can you back up a bit more?
And Amy on Taurus. Good morning. Into the arena is Rebecca with Antares.
French are glad to die for love.
but you must slow down. This is our picture horse. This is our gentos. This will be the horse that you have your picture taken with, and they'll print it while you wait. So you have to line up at the... That's a good boy.
You said just walk out.
Operation Cowboy, the rescue of 500 Austrian white Lipizzan Stallions, General George S. Patton, Jr. General George Patton was involved in Operation Cowboy, a daring World War II coup that rescued 500 of Austria's famous white Lipizzan Stallions. On April 26, 1945, the 42nd Squadron of the U.S. Army's 2nd Cavalry captured a German general and his staff near Hostau. The German general showed General Charles Reed photographs of the Lipizzaner horses that were being held at the German remount depot along with Allied prisoners of war. Reed contacted Patton to get permission to liberate the men and the horses before the Russian troops came and destroyed the horses. Patton was so impressed with the stallions that he promised to make them wards of the United States Army until they could be safely returned to their home in Vienna. In appreciation for what they had done for the Lipizzaners, the first public exhibition was given to General Patton and his troops. The rescue was made famous by the Walt Disney movie, The Miracle of the White Stallions. The Lipizzaner is among the rarest breeds of the horse world. The breed was developed by the Austrian Archduke Charles in 1564, the same year that witnessed the birth of Shakespeare and the death of Michelangelo. The war maneuvers that these powerful and graceful stallions execute go back to Xenophon the Greek. These horses have performed for kings, for queens, and for presidents. Today, ladies and gentlemen, these beautiful stallions perform for you. From Austria to America, the military choir.
Maximus.
Wow, Joe. Look, there's Maximus. Whoa, that's so close. Whoa.
Yeah. Jumping on
Pictures after he That's what that. Here we go.
Hey, Maximus!
And a salute by Gio, our sugar daddy. Leading the arena is Amy with Zach Maffei. Alexis with Achilles. A young boy. Haley with Maximus. And Rebecca with Argentos. We hope that you enjoyed watching our beautiful white stallion. Yes? I did a good job too. As you can see, another girl. We hope that you enjoyed watching our beautiful white stallions as much as we've enjoyed presenting them to you. We have one more performance tomorrow afternoon, hopefully at 6 p.m. Then the stallions will be going to Connecticut. If you'd like to keep track where the stallions will be, look at our website. That's hlipizzans.com, or go to our Facebook page. That's Herrmann's Royal Lipizzan Stallions. But I will tell you, we will be on the Cape Labor Day weekend. Come into the stable area, visit with our stallions. They're here for your enjoyment. Argentos is in our picture tent, so just line up at the back there, and they will get to you as soon as possible. And now, and now I will say goodbye, adieu, and auf Wiedersehen. Thank you.